Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flexibility practice. I am going to use my block a little bit today, so if you have something like a block at home to use, that would be great. I will give you options in case you do not have anything to use today. You're just going to need a little bit of space to move though, and let's get started. So let's begin today laying down. If you do have something to lay on, a block, maybe even a pillow of some kind, you can lay on it or you can just lay flat on your back. If you do have an actual block to use, you might have two different heights to choose from. So depending on how high you want your chest lifted off the floor, you can decide how high you want that block. But coming on down, if you're laying on a block, I want you to make sure that your hips are touching the floor as well as your head. So you're going to find some length to the front of the neck if you choose to lay on a block and let your head fall to the floor behind it. This isn't for everybody, so if you would rather lay flat on your back or rest your head on another block or pillow of some kind, feel free to do so. And then maybe you're going to bring your legs into a nice diamond shape. Maybe your arms are going to come out wide and your palms are going to face up. And we're just going to take a few breaths here. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Another big breath in. And out. One more nice deep inhale. And let it go. Just softening through your shoulders. Letting your body be still for a few moments as you let go of your day. You may be taking this time just to scan your body. How are you feeling so far today? You feel your chest or your tummy moving up with each inhale you take, expanding, filling up with air. And softening with the exhale. We'll stay here just a little bit longer, just a few more breaths. If you want to reach your arms above your head, you like how that feels on the shoulders, you can rest the top of your hands on the floor above you. Softening the shoulders again, finding the breath. And if you did happen to bring your arms above your head, stay for an inhale and let the exhale bring them back to your sides. Let's start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. You're going to slowly start to bring your feet to the floor and your knees together. If you were laying on top of something, just start to sit up a little bit so you can take it out from under you and move it off to the side. Coming back down, laying flat on your back and walking your feet a little bit closer towards your hips. You might add a little rock side to side. You might just be still for a few moments. But if you were up on a block and your head was falling back and you were getting that neck stretch, you might just want to be still. Bring the spine and the neck into a nice long straight line. Just notice any sensations that are running through your body so far. Awesome, you guys. Staying here, but pulling your right knee in towards your chest. Give it a nice big hug. You can keep your left leg bent and that foot planted, or you can send that leg out long. You might even take a couple ankle circles with the right foot and ankle. Then you might keep your right knee coming straight towards the chest, or you can let it follow to the side a little bit. And you might even lift up the foot and grab onto the outside of your foot, or maybe your big toe for half a happy baby. Letting that right knee come out to the side and then encouraging it to the floor beside you, getting into the hip. You might even notice the left leg. Can you try to encourage the back of your knee towards the floor, waking up that left side just a little bit more. Awesome, you guys. If you have your foot, let's slowly let it go. Bring your hands back to your knee, pull it back towards your chest, give it a nice big hug, and then let it go, letting the left knee come in. Hug it in. Add your ankle circles if you want to. Maybe straighten the right leg now. Maybe keep it bent. And then if half a happy baby feels good for you, let the knee fall out to the side. Maybe reach for the foot, or you can just keep hanging onto your knee. I'm encouraging the back of that right knee into the mat a little bit more. Sending your low back into the floor as well. Kind of waking up the body just a little bit, feeling the love through the hips here. Awesome job, you guys. If you have your foot, let it go. Bringing your knee back towards your chest. Give it a nice big hug and let it go. Awesome job, you guys. You can plant both of your feet. Maybe do a couple rocks side to side if it feels good. Massaging through that low back. And then we are going to be coming over onto our hands and knees, so you can rock forwards, you can roll to the side. Just make your way into tabletop. From here, we're going to be bringing our right foot forwards, and I want you to let your knee start to come past your big toe. So we're going to shift our weight forwards and start to lift that right heel up as well. So it's hovering above the floor and letting your knee come past your big toe. Starting to put some weight from the chest on your knee maybe. We're trying to find that calf, that ankle. So with the heel lifted, as you think about dropping it back down towards the floor, that should hopefully deepen the stretch that you get through that ankle and that calf. If you're lucky, you might feel the left hip flexor as well, that back hip flexor. Resting that knee on the floor. Awesome job, you guys. If you want more, just let your upper body get heavier on your front knee. Keep that heel hovering. Awesome job, you guys. Taking another breath here. And then slowly, let's start to push back. Send your body weight back, releasing that nice ankle stretch. And you're just going to kind of heel toe your foot forwards. I want you to find some length through this front leg. Half splits. You can push the ball of the foot into the floor, bringing some length into the top of the ankle, maybe sensations through the top of the shin. If you want more, you can drop your chest. But just finding some length through this front leg now. And you might keep pointing the toes down, or you might start to flex the foot, pointing your toes up. You're going to feel that hamstring a little bit more. Pointing your toes up. Nicely done, you guys. Let's take an inhale, shift our weight forwards again, bending into that front knee, and just start to heel toe your foot to the left side. So we're gonna lay down our shin and set up for pigeon. You can bring your heel as close to your left hip as you would like. Just kind of wiggle around a little bit, finding your center, taking an inhale to lift up through the chest. You might keep the chest lifted, or you can fold it forwards, letting the upper body come down. And just taking a few breaths here. Feeling that outer right hip, that glute, maybe the entire right leg. We'll stay for just a little while longer here, you guys. You can stay exactly as you are. Or if you want to try adding a twist to this, it's just an option. Just an option. But I want you to lift your chest back up if you're going to give it a try. Lift your chest back up and then just start to walk your hands over towards your foot, towards that left side. If you are able to bring your right elbow down, maybe it can come to the outside of the foot. Maybe it's a little bit more closer to the front of the shin. The more you go to that left side, the bigger the twist is going to be. So just do what feels good for you. But maybe you can bring the left hand to the right. Prayer, turning the chest to the right side and feeling some love through the spine, through your back, as well as your nice hip opener. Just an option. Awesome work, you guys. If you are twisting, let's use an inhale to slowly turn the chest back to face the front. We're going to plant our hands. We're going to push ourselves back into our tabletop. So lift on up as gracefully as you can, finding your tabletop. You might want to let your hips go for a rock side to side, shake it out a little bit. We're going to get into our shoulders with puppy dogs. So you're just going to keep your hips stacking over top of your knees, reaching your arms forwards, nice big stretch, nice long arms, and then melt your chest down. Melt your forehead. Soften the shoulders and keep your hips high. Finding the breath. Awesome, you guys. Taking an inhale and slowly start to lift back up. Lift your chest. Come back into your tabletop and bring your knees together. Start to tuck your toes under for a toe squat. So tuck your toes. You can push your fingertips into the floor, sending your hips back towards your heels. Feel free to keep some weight in the hands. We're not going to be here too long. Or you can sit back on your heels. Maybe a big smile creeps onto your face because you're feeling the love through those toes. Soften your shoulders though. Take just one more breath. In and out. And bring your hands back down. Untuck your toes. Shake out the feet. Maybe tap the toes a little bit. And then let's start to bring our left foot forwards for our ankle stretch. So setting up that weird lunge where we actually let our knee come past the big toe, trying to lift the heel off of the mat. Put as much body weight on that front knee as you'd like. Maybe you can also find the right hip flexor. If I find that if I just bring my knee a little bit back, I can bring some length into that hip flexor. Get the best of both worlds. Awesome, you guys. Gently encouraging the heel down towards the floor, even though it's lifted up. Nice job, you guys. Stay for another breath here. And then slowly just start to shift your weight back. Release that ankle stretch. You can heel toe your foot forwards, finding the length through the leg. Half splits, maybe pushing the ball of the foot down to start. Lower the chest as much as you need to feel something. Awesome, you guys. Feel free to start to flex the foot if you want to make that adjustment. Pointing your toes up towards the ceiling, the sky. And when you're ready, your next inhale, you can start to bend into the front knee. Heel toe your foot over to the right side, laying down the shin, setting up your pigeon. So just adjust your front leg. Find that sweet spot where you get that nice outer hip and glute stretch. You feel centered, you're not leaning over to one side. And inhale as you lift through the chest. Exhale to fold forwards. Awesome, guys. If you did want to stay just like this, go for it. If you want to try that twist again, you can start to lift your chest, your elbow. That left one's going to come somewhere to that right side. So just as far as feels good. Maybe bringing the right palm on top of the left. Turning your chest to the right any amount. Feeling the love through the back if you can get that nice twist. Awesome job, you guys. Taking an inhale. Start to bring yourself back and lift your chest up. We can plant our hands, pushing and lifting and finding your way back into tabletop. Letting your hips go for another rock, side to side, shake it out a little bit. Then I just want you to notice your wrists. Can you bring them right under your shoulders? Spread your fingers wide. We're going to warm up on, keep warming up through the spine here with some cycles of cat and cow. You can take an inhale, dropping your belly towards your mat, lifting your chest, maybe even lifting through the chin. The exhale, round the spine, give your tummy a squeeze, push into your palms, try to open up between your shoulder blades. Inhale again, drop your belly, lift your chest, maybe that chin. Exhale as you round it out, lifting up through that upper back, tucking your chin towards your collarbone. One more here, inhale, drop your belly, arch the back, and then exhale, round it out. Awesome, you guys. Take an inhale, come back to just a nice flat back. We're going to reach our left arm out in front, slide the right arm under the chest. You can keep your hips high again, but drop the right shoulder down as low as you can, maybe even resting your right cheek. Just letting gravity take that left shoulder down towards the floor as well. Awesome, you guys. Take an inhale, lift on up. Reach your right arm out. Slide your left arm underneath your chest. Switching sides. Awesome, you guys. Take an inhale, lift on up. Bring your hands under your shoulders, and then you can actually cross your ankles and find a nice comfy seat. Find a nice comfy seat and just place your hands on your knees. Take an inhale as you lengthen through your spine. As you exhale, let your chin fall down towards your collarbone. Take an inhale, roll your head over towards the right shoulder. Pause here. Soften the jaw. Find your breath again. Stay for an inhale. The exhale, bring your chin back down. Inhale as you roll your head over to the other side. Keep going till you find that nice side stretch through the neck. Awesome, you guys. One more inhale. And then exhale to lower the chin back down. Take one last breath here. Let your head be heavy. And using an inhale to lift your head back up. Awesome job, you guys. You can open up your eyes if you'd like. Maybe bring your hands together in front of your heart. Awesome practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. And until next time, namaste.